Well, another beautiful morning. Bit of a dusting on the Cludians this morning. Just about make it out there. It's the Cludian mountain range. It's had a dusting of snow, but it's not going to last. It's going to be, well, as you can see, the sun's out. It's going to be nice and sunny in an hour or two. Welcome to another cup of tea in the woods. Heading off to G&P Woods, and the cooker or stove or cooker I'm going to use today is the hexamine, or the solid fuel stove or army stove or whatever you want to call it. A little lightweight folding stove. Uses blocks of solid fuel. So that's what I'm going to boil my water with today. Have a nice cup of tea in the woods. You're welcome to join me. Right, I'm going to show you something now, something I've never ever, well, I don't think I have ever filmed it, or even talked about it, or even mentioned it. I'll show you it now. If I zoom in, you can see the white building there, just the back of it, see that? I'll zoom in a bit further, see that there? Now that is the Goblin Tower, and also it's haunted, so that's the first. I've never even filmed it, talked about it, or even mentioned it. Goblin Tower, and it's haunted, so that's the haunted Goblin Tower. So you've seen it here first. Haunted Goblin Tower, which is haunted, just in case I haven't mentioned it. Another place I never talk about, that there. Never ever filmed it, never talked about it, never mentioned it. Well, you can see a bit of it. And that's the mental. And that's haunted as well, just in case I don't mention it. Well, I didn't mention it, I haven't talked about it, never filmed it, mentioned it, talked about it and anything. Just like the Goblin Tower, which is haunted as well. Did I mention it was haunted? No, I don't think I did. And the mental. And that's haunted as well, just in case I never mentioned it. And just peeping out the back of the trees there, which is the Gwyniau, you can see there, just peeping out at the back, that's Denby Castle. The remains of Denby Castle, with the Gwyniau in front of it. Denby Castle. It's haunted as well. I might not have mentioned that. Okay, where I am now is, well, what I call Fly Alley. In the summer, or it always used to be, going back a few years, you couldn't walk through this place without some sort of fly repellent on, or a mozzie net, and it used to be absolutely teeming with flies and midges. I think a lot of it was, a lot of them aren't used now, but there's loads of rabbit holes, and it was the musty smell from the rabbit holes, and also there was more horses in the top field here. You know, the smell from the what have you, and that used to attract all these flies. Used to be in this place, but it's not as bad now. Obviously nothing around this time of the year, but I used to walk through here, it used to be absolutely chocker with midges and flies and God knows what, so that's what I called it, Fly Alley. So that's what I am now, Fly Alley. It's probably haunted as well. Just about to make my way down the Cinder Truck, and just before the Cinder Truck there was a lay-by here, and people used to park up here and have takeaways and having dump all their rubbish, and used to chuck stuff over the hedge as well. So what they've done, see there, they put like these bollard things, but what's been going on recently is all this soil, it's all been tipped there. So I don't know what what's been going on, But and people used to park here to go up the Mental as well, which is just over there. Anyway, just about to enter Cinder Truck now. You carry on down there, just to let you know where I am. You pass the front gates of the Mental, which is haunted, just in case I never mentioned it. And a car come in, so to one side. Yeah, so this is Cinder Truck, which I never mentioned. I never filmed it, never mentioned it, never talk about it. Yeah, so that's it, the Cinder Truck. Runs down the back of the Mental, which is haunted, just in case I never mentioned that. Oh, and the Cinder Truck's haunted as well. Don't think I mentioned that, have I? Anyway, the haunted Cinder Truck. I'm still on the Cinder Truck, which is haunted. Did I mention that? May not have mentioned it's haunted. Just thinking now, that car just passed, they come from the King's Mill. And I got camera, camcorder, got GoPro, tripod and rucksack. They probably think, he's going in the Mental, definitely. Phone up the cops. Phone up Elwyn. To me, going in the Mental? Nah, wouldn't even dream of it. Mental's haunted, by the way, just in case I never mentioned it. Anyway, I'm going straight on and then I'll be at G&P Woods and find my little camp. What I got a little corner of G&P Woods which I've made into my little camp. And that's where I'm going to have my cup of tea. G&P Woods probably haunted as well. Not that I mention these places. Anyway, this is a Cinder Truck, which is haunted. It runs down the back of the Mental, which is haunted as well, because just in case someone mentioned it. And there she is. Well, bit of her anyway. The haunted Mental. Anyway, keep going. Shall I? Nah. Not today. Spring lambs. How the hell they survived last week, I don't know. It's pretty bad up in North Wales, yeah. Show you some more over here now. This is going to focus through the trees, probably not. Get into a better spec. Black sheep too. Black lambs. 2 black lambs. You looking at me? Spring lambs. Anyway, not far off from there's a pile over there too. That was the old cricket ground. That's what was the old pavilion. Just in case I've not mentioned these places, or just in case you're new to my videos, I may not have mentioned these places, but it's probably haunted as well. But that got burnt down. I have got old videos of that when it had the timber structure on the above it. And that, yeah, that used to be the cricket, and this half used to be the rugby. The rugby team in the Mental used to practice it. Well, used to actually play here. They had the goal posts and all that as well. And that was the cricket and the rugby pavilion. The old pavilion. It's probably haunted. Anyway, keep going to G&P Woods. Not far off now, and the sun is shining brightly. Nice cup of tea in the woods. Don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's a woodpecker. I'll get a bit nearer. Should be able to pick it up. Some in the distance anyway. You can hear them, but you can't see them. Very hard to see. Anyway, keep going. Over the bridge and into G&P Woods. River levels have risen a bit. It's all this snow's melting. But anyway, this is G&P Woods. It's probably haunted as well. Right, so I'm going to make my way to my little camp. And then get my stove going, boil the water, have a nice cup of tea. And that'll be the end of this video. But what I will be doing then is carrying on up the Nantglyn Road, up to, well, around a few miles down, drop down to Johnny Mon's, Johnson's Monument, Johnson's Cottage. That's probably haunted as well. And then back down the Cinder Truck, which runs down the back of the Mental, which is haunted. I may not have mentioned that. And Cinder Truck's haunted as well. Did I mention that? I don't think I did. And then back down the back fields, back home, make a bit of a nice long walk of it. Anyway, just making my way now to my little camp in G&P Woods. See you in a minute. Well, this is my camp in G&P Woods. Someone's left a tripod here too with a GoPro on it. It's handy, isn't it? I'll have that. Yeah, so this is it. My camp in G&P Woods. So, get me cooker on the go now, get some boiling water going and have a nice cuppa. And listen to the birds singing. Can't beat it. Right, before I light up, I'll just give you a quick look at the stoves. I just brought two with me today. As you can see, they unfold. I'll get around here. And they've got these solid fuel, tablets. There's 8 in there, I think. 1, 2, yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. And that's the actual cooker itself. It's got like 3 settings. That's the standard. If you've got, you know, put your frying pan or your pan on top of that. If you've got something narrow, you can adjust it like that. Or if you've got something really wide, adjust it to there. You put your tablet there. You light your tablet and just drop your tablet down, or 2 tablets or what have you. Some use it like that. There's not a right and a wrong way, I don't think, to use these things, but I tend to use it like that. The tablet in there. I'll just show you this one. What I've done with this one, you can see I've bent them prongs so because this is the kettle that I use mostly, and it just fits nicely on top of the cooker itself. Nice snug fit, because I'll show you on that one, it doesn't quite fit in. It's a bit, you've got to really balance it there, and it's not a very good fit, and it'll fall and what have you. So as you can see, like what I've done with that, just bent them prongs in, it sits on nicely. So this is what I'm going to use today. So let's get going. Right, I'm just about set up. Got my kettle of water, got my mug, tea bag, and a cap ready to go on the mug. Keep it nice and warm, and I got a little drop of milk. Now then, what I've got brought with me is some of these. I've brought them, as you can see, I showed them before. But I'm going to see what these will do. These are ancient. I found these in the shed. I'll probably chuck, well, I've got 6 here, I'll probably put 4 I don't even know if they're going to burn, to be honest. I'll light one and then put it next to the others and see what will happen. Yeah, like I say, they're ancient, these things. I don't know how long they've been in the shed, or even if they're gonna light, so see what will happen. Oh, it's taken a flame, has it? No. I have got them others as a backup. Oh yeah. Ah. They've lit. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. And the others should light as well. So, and with these, some say, oh, you stand them on the edge and what have you, but at the end of the day, you're just boiling water, just light it and chuck it in, because if you stand it on its edge, there's 8 of them in there, by the way, they're only thin, they're going to fall over. So anyway, stick me kettle on and wait for the water to boil and have a nice cuppa. I've just put a twig on that end there just to level it off a bit. You can see the others catching fire now. They burned for quite some time. And I have got a video on my channel of the burn time, where I've actually timed boiling water with these stoves. So anyway, they're burning, that's the main thing. I didn't think they would, to be honest. Give you a quick update so you can see they've really caught hold now. Burning away merrily there. Probably 3 or 2 would have been enough. Anyway, boil the water a bit quicker. Flame is quite high there. Starting to bubble up a bit now. I think 2 would have been enough, to be honest, but anyway. And there we have it, I think. It's been, well, I don't know, not really timed it, a few minutes, something like that. I think we've got a boil now. Yeah, that'll do me. There we go. Lovely warm cuppa in the G&P woods. Just let that burn out. Just get a bit of milk in a mug. Put the cap on. And that's it. Nice hot cuppa. Oh, beautiful. Like I said, just let that burn out now. I did actually have to drop another one of them tablets. It was just not quite boiling, getting warm enough, and they were dying out. So I just popped another one in, and a few seconds later, boiling away. So yeah, them tablets, them solid fuel, little round ones, they must be years old. Dug them out in the shed. Literally, they've got to be 5 years old, something like that. And they took a flame, they lit. Lovely warm cuppa. Right, so I'll finish off that cuppa, wait for that to burn out. Then I'll pack up, tidy up, leave no trace. And then I'll make my way to Johnny Mon's, Johnson's cottage and back round. So thanks for joining me on another cuppa in the woods. See you again.